What's up, beautiful soul tribe? Thanks for tuning in to another Spiritually.Ziya collective reading. Today we're going to be getting some messages from the extraterrestrials. Okay, so before I jump in with some cards and everything, I just want to go over some stuff that I was kind of researching based off of like some of the messages that I was getting. So I kept hearing Mirian. And so I started looking it up, and it says Mirian means like sea of bitterness, rebelliousness, beloved. Is diamond in Mirian is like a diamond in the rough and wild spirited. So this could be like kind of like your energy, and maybe you weren't like, obviously you weren't born bitter, but maybe you were born into some very troubling or challenging situations that kind of, developed that characteristic of maybe being a little bitter at some point in your life. I don't necessarily feel like you guys are still embodying that energy per se. I think it's just like something that maybe that was like a challenge that you had to work through in your life. You guys could be like the rebellious type, maybe you're not like by the book, and you don't fit the perfect mold, whatever that looks like, right? Maybe you're meant to like really stand out and do things differently, trailblazers. Um, and I kept hearing like the message that I feel like the extraterrestrials want to bring to you is something about a prophecy that you're meant to fulfill. And when I was looking up Miriam, I found this girl named Miriam Delicato. I don't know if I just said her name right, but she actually wrote a book called Blue Star Fulfilling Prophecy, where she talks about like her experience with extraterrestrial beings. And um, she specifically starts talking about how she had an encounter with these tall blonde aliens. So I don't know, there could be something about that. That could be like the collective that maybe also be coming through today to channel some messages for you guys. um, or maybe it's something that maybe some of you guys are into, like reading about alien encounters and everything like that. That could be a good book for you guys to go check out. I'm pretty sure it's on Amazon, I think is what it said. Blue Star Fulfilling Prophecy by Miriam Delicato. She also has another book too called Extraterrestrial something. Can't remember exactly what it's called. Um, but that also led me to like looking into like what is the blue star solar system. So I kind of started researching that a little bit. It says blue giant super giants. Well, it could be called the blue giants or the blue super giants. It's an extremely hot and bright star system, much more massive than our sun, located at the top left of the Hertzsprung-Russell diagram, indicating their high temps and luminosities. Relatively rare, but their existence and characteristics have significant implications for understanding evolution and potential for life around these stars, around stars of this type. Sorry. And then I was also hearing Lyra, Pleiades, Andromedan, and Sirius. And then something about your guys' ability to pick up messages through psychometry, which is where like you can hold an object and like, feel the energy that was put into that object or the emotions that somebody had when they were holding that object. You can channel messages from that object. Um, you guys are definitely channels, so I do feel like they're going to want to talk about like your spiritual gifts as well. And then as I was done and I was about to start this, it was 1:11 p.m. Okay, so now that we went over that, let's jump in and see if there's any other messages that the extraterrestrials would like to bring through to you guys today. We're gonna jump in with Oracle first. This is like an Oracle tarot deck. They have like it's like a mix, I guess. Messages from the extraterrestrial beings that walk with the love and the light. Please come through and channel some insight. I keep hearing that. And that man in the mirror. And I keep hearing, then make a change. Okay, so You guys could be definitely doing a lot of like inner work right now, trying to work on changing, not necessarily changing yourself, but being more, living more through your highest self, I guess is what I would say. Because you don't want to like change yourself in a way where you feel like you're broken or you need fixing. Sometimes you just need acceptance. Sometimes you just need love. You don't need to be fixed, you know, like these traits and characteristics, these habits, this lifestyle that you've adapted to was for your survival and for you to be able to, you know, get to where you're at today. So, in a way, it's like a conducive part to your healing and to your evolution. So, it should be cherished, it should be appreciated. But at the same time, if you're not happy where you're at, it's okay to like make changes to like live within your highest self instead of living in your, you know, lower negative self, I guess. We're always constantly changing and evolving. It's not a bad thing, but I just don't want like the negative connotations of like I need to change because, you know, like I'm broken or something, because you're not broken. You had to do what you had to do to, you know, survive. And I think a lot of you guys are coming out of survival mode. You guys are learning how to like actually live and to be present. A lot of you guys, I feel like, have also dissociated from, you know, your life for a while due to trauma and challenging experiences that you went through. And now it's like time for you to like sit in that energy so you can fully process it. And then once you get on the other end of this, it's like there's like this major breakthrough that's happening. And I've been picking this up in a lot of readings lately for the collective, is like this breakthrough. And I just want to say, like, wherever you're at in your journey right now, this is an important part um, for your breakthrough. You know, like this is meant to happen so you can have this breakthrough. All right, messages and insight. Oh, it's so funny. I love when they do that. We literally got change. And we got the witch doctor with wisdom. And we got enchantment with celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. It's a celebration. Yes, I love this energy because I feel like you guys are really on like a path of like finding your own fulfillment. And like I said at the beginning, like you guys are fulfilling a prophecy. And I think that's what is bringing you to this fulfillment, is you like getting more in touch with this prophecy, or having like these like epiphanies, revelations, these breakthroughs, right? This is what's bringing you to your happiness. Even though it might not seem like it in the moment when you're going through it, because it's probably really uncomfortable. But we got glamour energy with glam. I love this because you guys are definitely going through like a major glow up right now. You're going to be shining different, looking different, feeling different, talking different, okay? Dressing different. Your energy is just going to be shining in a new kind of way. And I'm looking at this, these like rainbow colored curtains in the background. It's making me think of somebody with like a rainbow aura, which is a very rare aura. I'll have to put on the screen like what the rainbow aura means, because I forgot word for word like exactly what that is, but I know it's a rare kind of aura. And I do feel like you guys are like rare individuals. I mean, we were talking about with the whole like blue star solar system, like that's even like they're rare. So something about your energy being rare, unique. um but yeah, you guys are definitely going to be receiving a lot of insights, a lot of wisdom. You guys are channels for sure. um and I also feel like you guys are like way makers. Like you guys make change happen. Um, they're showing me like a person like doing a cannonball, like the big splash and the waves that ripple out. That's your guys' energy. You guys come in, you disrupt, you shake shit up, but you make shit change. You make shit move. You make shit shake. And it might not always, like, to other people, it might not always look pretty or like it's a good thing, but as the seasons do, they change. We are meant to change too, and sometimes we become stagnant, we become stuck, and you guys just like get that energy unstuck, you make it move. So yeah, your role here is just so important. And I know sometimes when you're doing this type of work, it doesn't feel like you're doing much of importance because it's a very thankless job, and a lot of the work that you do goes unnoticed because it's internal, and it might not seem like you're helping other people, but you working on your own energy, you shifting, you changing, helps so many others. It opens that door for that change to happen. Um, yeah. So I love this for you guys, but I do feel like the extraterrestrials are letting you know, like, there is there's this shift that's happening within you that is aligning you with a timeline that is going to bring you more fulfillment, abundance, opportunity. And you might not see it right yet because some of you guys, I mean, everybody's going to be at a different part in their healing journey. So some of you guys are probably still like in the thick of it, right? Whereas some of you guys are coming out of it. Some of you guys are just going into it. But there is like this like silver lining, and the silver lining is this paradigm shift that you guys have been wanting, you've been desiring, you've been praying for, manifesting. It's there. It's right on the horizon. And I'm hearing that Moana song when she was like singing to Tafiti, talking about, they stole the heart from inside you, but this does not define you. This is not who you are. You know who you are. Man, that song always makes me want to cry. It gets me every time. And I'm also like drawn to, again, the rainbow colors on this Nomo card, change. There's a lot of rainbow energy that keeps like coming out, that spirit keeps like highlighting. Like your guys' energy is just, it's so rare, it's so beautiful. Don't be surprised if like people start giving you a lot more attention coming up, because like this glow up just got people like more drawn to you, more attracted to you. Like they want to know more about you. Look, split the deck, more rainbow energy. That was the Justice card, by the way. Yeah. There's like a covenant or a contract that you guys signed about some sort of prophecy that you're meant to fulfill, that you are moving closer to. Um, and I think that's what's aligning you, like I said, with this paradigm shift, because you're starting to actually like um, you're stepping into your role, I guess, if you want to call it that. Like you're not hiding anymore. You're not watering yourself down. You're not like identifying with your past, like how that song says, like they stole the heart from inside you, but this does not define you. Like you're not identifying with your hurt, your pain, your trauma. So let's get some. We got the Two of Cups in reverse. With this card, as soon as I seen this, I heard what is not aligned must go. Okay, so that's like what you're doing right now. You're purging, you're releasing. Anything that is not aligned with your soul, with your purpose, with this prophecy is being released. Anything that's creating disharmony in your energy, within yourself, within your connections, within your abundance, anything like that, it's being released right now. And if you look, these roses normally have thorns on it. These roses were stripped of their thorns. You know, it's kind of almost giving me the vibe of like somebody who, wow, this is kind of going to be a heavy message, so trigger warning, but somebody who was not like protected growing up, they didn't receive proper protection, proper care. Um, like somebody's wounds around that is being released. It goes a lot deeper than that, but I don't want to like trigger too many people here, like upset anyone, because I know, like I said, you guys are probably dealing with some challenging energies as is. And I do feel like the wounds that you're releasing do revolve around like you not being protected as a child, you not feeling heard, you not feeling safe as a child. Because the thorns on a rose is there for the rose's protection, right? It's like, that's kind of like the vibe I'm getting. Like, you weren't able to protect yourself as much because you were young, you were a kid. Like, that was supposed to be your parents' job or your caretaker's job. And they kind of like they failed you, or they disappointed you in that area of your life. I feel like I want to cry talking about that. We got the Two of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. And we got the Three of Swords in reverse. It's like the truth about these painful situations are lying within you. They're being activated right now. If you look at this fox is like literally sitting on this sword right now, and it's making me think of like the sword of truth, the sword of like clarity. And it's also making me think of a breakthrough. Like you're like right on the brink of this breakthrough. It's right there. It's in your energy. It's cutting through the darkness. You know, it's like illuminating your shadows, the things that have been hidden from you, that have been creating this disharmony, this dysfunction, this chaos, this negativity, these doubts, these insecurities, these fears. It's being cleared. It's being cleansed. Like, it's being released. I feel Archangel Michael like coming through very strongly right now. You know, we're talking about extraterrestrials, like their messages that they have for you, but Archangel Michael's also coming through. You have angelic assistance. Not even just like, I'm not trying to say that there's like a hierarchy, but you know, archangels are known to be like one of the most powerful angels that there is outside of like seraphims. But Archangel Michael, he don't play. He definitely ain't playing about you. Okay? Somebody robbed you of your innocence, of your purity. And Archangel Michael is making sure that not only do they receive their karmic debt that they've put themselves in, but that you also receive like your purity back. It's like you're being transformed back into your truest form, if that makes sense. Because I'm like noticing like the tail and everything is like really dark, but then the rest of the fox is like white. It's like light, you know what I mean? It's making me think of you being like releasing. And if you look at how much black is left on the fox, right, there's just a little bit left. It's like that last little bit is like whoo, withering away. And it might be like some of the most heaviest shit too, something that's really been weighing in your energy. But it's like at the end of being released, of being purged. I know some of you guys are probably like, when am I gonna feel better? When am I gonna feel this change? Maybe you've been hearing this message repetitively, but you haven't like seen much change yet. It's like, it's right there. It's right there. I can feel your frustration. Um, but also at the same time, just be patient. And I know you're probably tired of being patient, but that's really all you can do in this situation. You have no control over it. You just got to feel it so that way you can process and heal it, right? And that's what you've been doing, and that's all you're being asked to do. There's not much more for you to do other than to just be in that energy of acceptance and allowing, receptivity, like your feminine energy. But yes, like the situations that have like stolen your purity, your innocence, that have like betrayed you or created these trust issues and these wounds that keep you in that poverty, lack mindset, feeling unworthy, feeling like you're not deserving, feeling like you're not good enough. These are all being cleared right now to align you with what it is that your heart truly desires, which is freedom. Ultimately, it's freedom, right? Not to have to worry about money, not to have to worry about food, not to have to worry about um, your relationships, your connections, not to have to worry about when you're going to feel better. Like, just freedom. Freedom of the mind, freedom of the heart, freedom of the spirit, freedom of your physical, you know, demands and needs, responsibilities. I feel it coming in for you guys. And I feel like you feel it too. You really do. Um, it's been in your energy for a while. And I think that's what's more frustrating, is that you can feel like you're going through something and you just don't know what the fuck it is. Or you feel like, you know, like you're on the brink of a breakthrough, but it just hasn't happened yet. That can be so frustrating because you feel the energy is there, but it's not like, it hasn't manifested yet. It's not fully mature, right? So that's why it hasn't manifested. It's not because it's like you're making it up. It's because it's not matured enough to be something that would actually be long lasting and sustainable right now. If it manifested for you right now, it would fade away really quick. You know, this thing takes time to really build that structure and that foundation for it to be able to have sustainability, longevity. Um, and the Two of Pentacles, like, a lot of times it talks about like juggling situations, or, you know, needing to make a choice. But to me, this is like, it's making me think of harmony. If you look at this is not like one is not above the other like it is in like normal tarot. Um, they're aligned like perfectly. And we got this figure 8 going through it. So it's like your energy's coming into balance. For those of you that have been feeling lost and confused as to what direction that you're supposed to be moving in, it's not because you don't have an idea. It's because you have a lot of different paths that you're able to take. And I think you're trying to figure out which path would be more authentic for you and bring you the most happiness. And a message that I'm getting for you guys is that your direction is going to become very clear once all of this excess energy that needed to be let go of and purged is gone. Things are going to become very clear for you guys. You're still in the midst of a transformation right now. Like, you guys are transforming into this butterfly, into this free, I don't want to say carefree, but like things are not going to bother you as much anymore. When I think of like carefree, I think of somebody that just doesn't really care about their responsibilities. It kind of does get full energy. Somebody who's like aloof and just like naive. But you guys aren't aloof and naive. You guys are very wise, old souls, okay? Like, you know what you need to do. You have all of the wisdom and the tools, the skills. So it's not like you're new to this shit. Um, you have a lot of like structure. And I think that's going to be something that really helps carry you through. You're not going to get all this freedom and not know what to do with it and do dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to utilize this freedom to your benefit. And I think, I don't know, like, the direction that you guys are being drawn into is going to be, how do I say this? It's going to be flexible to you. It's going to be unique to your human design, if that makes sense. So it's going to be different for everybody here, but it's going to be something that it just fits. It fits you, it fits your life, and is going to bring you a lot of like gratification. And I'm being drawn back to this card. Like, look at how beautiful this woman is on this card. Like, She is just in her power. She knows her worth. She knows her beauty. I'm hearing a natural queen. um, she just sipping her wine, minding her business. That's like your guys' energy. She gives me the energy of the Empress card. You know, like all of this abundant, beautiful nature that is like surrounded by her. She got the moon in the background. Like she's just very in tune with her feminine energy. She is attracting anything that she is like her needs, her wants, her responsibilities are all taken care of. Like she does this shit and it looks effortless. And I know some of you guys are probably like, you've been desiring that energy so much. Like, I don't know how other people do this and they just make it look so easy. People are going to be saying that about you. Like, I don't know how this person does this and this and this and just makes it look so easy. Like, I feel like I would just be so tired all the time. And it's like, this shit's like invigorating for you guys. It's like rejuvenating for you guys. Um, yeah, you guys are just getting like an upgrade in your energy and your energy systems, and that is the next reading that I'm going to be doing, so you know, keep an eye out for it because you're going to have some messages up in there. But yeah, so I think I'm going to pull one final message. I'm going to leave this here because we've been talking for almost 30 minutes. If you've been feeling stuck, stagnant, frustrated, angry, dealing with resent, regret, guilt, baby, you're about to transcend all of that. That energy is moving, okay? It might not look like it or feel like it, but it's moving. It said, I mean, you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. So let's get a final message. Please and thank you for the collective. One final message for the collective. Wow. Literally, creation. I was just talking about the Empress card, right? Number 3 is the number of the Empress card. And we literally got creation coming out. Sorry, I'm trying to move my light so it's not like such a bad glare on there. And we got air with fly free. I can't make this shit up. With number 13. 13 is linked to the death card. So yeah, just confirms that transformation that you guys have been going through. Like, when you come out of this transformation, you are not going to be the same person that you were before. Things that have bothered you in the past are not going to bother you anymore. Your mind is going to be free. Your emotional body is going to be free. Like, you're not going to be like holding on to guilt and pain and like regret, shit like that. Like, you're going to be more accepting of like what you had to do in the past, you know? Like, I was doing what I had to do to like survive. You guys were really in survival mode for so long. I feel for you guys. It sucks, but at the end of the day, like, look at all this beautiful energy that's coming your way. Like, y'all are just really in your power. Wow, and I flipped right to the fucking page. Wow, I got goosebumps right now. So it says, expansion in your life, card number 3, is linked to the planet Jupiter. Growth, abundance, blessings, and unlimited resource. I can't make it up, baby. Okay? So, every single thing within the universe starts from an initial thought. To create anything, we first have to think it, dream it, and above all, believe it is possible with every sense available to us. The energy of creation is there to help change and improve our lives. Sparks of creative light that can be sent out and brought back manifested as something tangible and real. Okay? The flower of life shown here is a sacred symbol that assists you with creating. Every action, thought, and deed is boosted by focusing on this geometry and energy, helping you to kickstart, expand, and grow anything we want. Focusing on the image alone will bring healing to any block that prevents us from being our prevents this from being so. Draw the energy of the flower of life into your sacral chakra and let it encourage the center within you to get its creative juices flowing again. There are no limits to what we are capable of creating. We are all the master creators, able to manifest whatever we set our minds to. And yet, Archangel Metatron reminds us that we have to create with our hearts as well as our minds. Our minds know only what they have already experienced. The heart can lead us to on a path to bigger things not yet imagined. Whew. The heart will also help manifest for the greatest good of all, something of worth, of beauty, of wisdom, and of love. This in turn produces abundance. If you are lacking this now, take a moment to observe the patterns and thoughts around wealth, happiness, and prosperity. Changing your thoughts, or changing your thought changes the outcome, but you have to create the shift within and put it into action. Abundance comes to those who are in line with their passion and their calling and are serving a wider need. If you are unsatisfied with what you do, ask Archangel Metatron to inspire you with new ideas, new opportunities, and new motivation to create a new reality for yourself that better serves you. Drawing this card implies that it is time for you to think big, to dream, to believe that anything is possible, because it is. It is only your own fear that has prevented or thwarted you up to now. Whatever your circumstances, whatever your history, Metatron calls you to create a new and redefined who and what you are. Look at your inner world and outer world and assess what needs changing or altering. You have the power to do this now with your heart and mind. If you need to walk away from old, outworn situations that dull your sparkle and joy of life, seek out alternatives and be creative in your approach to doing so. Talk to others, expand your horizons, and visit new places to provide you with fresh impetus. I don't know if I said that word right, but I tried. You are born with unique gifts and talents. You are being reminded that you have untapped skills. It may be time to take up a creative pursuit. Dancing, singing, painting, designing, whatever it is, do it with enthusiasm and success will follow. If you had forgotten what these gifts are, let Metatron remind you he knows all you are capable of and more. The power of creation is yours. Use it well. Wow. Wow. That is a great way to end this reading off, I feel like. Because it's like confirmation as to like what we were already talking about. But, you know, Archangel Metatron going to come through with the real good words and insights, and it's gonna just bring a sense of ease and peace. I feel like anytime he speaks, I feel it in my heart, like, ooh, he be saying some real shiznit. So I think I'm gonna leave this here because this feels good, and I'm sending you guys lots of love, healing. Please don't forget to take care of yourself, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button so you don't miss when I upload, and I'll hopefully see you guys in my next one. Bye.